I'd like to call this Aston Township Board of Commissioners meeting for Wednesday, September 18th, 2024 to order. Everybody please stand for the pledge.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before I start, Commissioner Bowden is on vacation, will not be here. And I want to thank everybody for their prayers and good wishes when I had my surgery recently. So thank you very much. Okay. Item number 3. Officer Michael Jones, promotion to Sergeant. Commissioner Doherty.
Okay, I have a conditional promotion to Sergeant. I would like to make a motion that this board appoint Police Officer Michael Jones of Aston to the rank of Sergeant. Once appointed to Sergeant, Michael Jones will undergo a 1-year probationary period. The effective date for Officer Jones' promotion to Sergeant is September 28th, 2024, in the form of a motion.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay? Ayes have it. Congratulations.
I'd like to ask Chief of Area, please come up and say a few words.
Good evening, folks. First of all, congratulations, my clothes. My role here is pretty simple. The commissioner's job is to make the promotion official. My job is to fine-tune the process, put the finishing touches on. So with that said, we're going to take a little, which means that, I usually present the newly appointed sergeants with their badge. But tonight I'm going to take a little detour from my usual practice. And I'll tell you the reason why. There's a few special ladies in the room tonight that I believe I would like to bestow this honor upon to present Sergeant Jones with his badge. So at this time, I would like to call his wife Jen up, I would like to call his mom up, and I would like to call his 2 daughters to come forward and present Sergeant Jones with his sergeant's badge. Which one of you ladies want to honor him? Sure. Wait, how about you
Everybody smile.
Okay.
Okay, moving along. Item number 4, review and approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of July 17th, 2024.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of July 17th.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item number 5, review and approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of August 21, 2024.
I make a motion to approve the
Minutes of the regular meeting of August 21st, 2020.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Nays? Ayes have it. Item number 6 now, we'll move on to committee reports. Commissioner Tinsley.
Yes, Commissioner Higgins. I will be reading the permits and license report. The following is a report for permits and licenses for August 2024. The beginning balance was $489,872. The total income from building permits and general contractor licenses totaled $30,333. The total electrical was $25,275. The total plumbing and heating totaled $22,966. The total revenue collected was $87,309, and a running total for 2024 is now $577,181. And reference from August of 2023, it was $340,413.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you. Commissioner Higgins, I also have the Parks and Rec. So the Aston Township, they're going to have, Parks and Rec Committee will be holding their annual Halloween decorating contest between October 19th and October 29th. So boo your neighbors. Ew. With all your spooky creative ideas and displays. The prizes, there's going to be 3 prizes. First prize is going to be a $75 gift card from Wawa. Second place is going to be a $50 gift card from Wawa. And third is going to be a $25 gift card from Wawa. And that's my report, Commissioner Higgins.
Thank you. Commissioner Lester. Sorry.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. I have the police report for incidents of August 2024. Incidents handled was 445. Accident investigations was 27. Criminal investigations 12. Clearance rate for Part 1 crimes was 42%. Clearance rate for Part 2 was 50%. And down to license plate readers. Pendleton Concord, 1.1 million. Pendleton Dutton Mills, 789,000 plus. Concord Dutton Mills, 782,000 plus. Concord and Aston Mills, 570,000 plus. Concord Bridgewater Road, 576 plus. And Pendleton Glendale Road, 8,823, and that's brand new. That's conclusion of my report.
Thank you, Mr. Berry. Mr. Prendergast.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. We're reading the Public Works Director Activity Report for August 2024. The following report highlights the main activity of the Public Works Department. Highway Department installed new drainage pipe and inlet at 163 Blackthorn. Cleared fallen trees from the drainage area on Cisco. Our Highway Department picked up 4,170 pounds of metal, with a total of $313. Our Sanitation Department picked up 63 tons of recycling and 527 tons of residential waste. The following roads are state-owned and maintained: Hunter Road, Concord Road, Dalton Road, Ridgewood Road, Dutton Mill Road, Aston Mills, Bernie Highway, Bodley Road, and Lenai Road. If you have any maintenance or safety issues on these roads, please contact PennDOT at 610-566-0972. The next Metal and Appliance Week is October 7th to the 11th. Please have your trash at the curb by 6 a.m. on a designated trash day. Any questions or complaints, please contact Russ Palmore, Director at 610-494-8005. And that's all I have, Commissioner Higgins.
Thank you, Fred. Commissioner Doherty.
Okay, I have before me the Treasurer's Report for August 2024. Operating cash in the general fund as of August 31st, $2,967,229. Other funds include the TD Bank escrow checking account with a balance of $637,635. The TD Bank ARF fund with a balance of $685,069. The 2022 Pliget account with a balance of $9,813,385. The TD Bank capital checking account with a balance of $4,066,383. Total cash balance for the township as of August 31st, 2024, $18,815,017, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Zachary. Commissioner McGinn.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. Fire Committee report for this evening. Still excellent service by the Aston Township Fire Department. I'll read you a couple of the statistics as I usually do to share. Average manpower, six people per incident, and response time on the EMS side of about 7 minutes, 7 seconds, and the fire side is 6 minutes and 44 seconds. So still strong response time, getting the ambulances and fire trucks out of this building here. And last, communication at some commissioners' meetings. I think you've heard me and others talk about the importance in terms of drilling and training and incorporating what they call tabletop exercises, where you get around the table and simulate, an incident happening. Something that the township would need to respond to: fire department, police, public works. So we have that drill next week, and hopefully, I think our Tom Morgan, I'd like to thank in advance for the planning that he's taken to do this. He's our emergency management coordinator, and everybody else in the township that's been involved. It's shaping up, I think, to be a good drill and something that hopefully will be the type of thing that we'll do on a more recurring basis moving forward in the township. That's it, Commissioner Higgins.
Thank you, sir. I have two things that I want to read. There will be a meeting of the Aston Township Planning Commission on Wednesday, September 25, 2024, to review the Delaware County Planning Commission comments and the Township Engineer's Plan Review comments for the following new land development applications. First one is the RIC Municipal Center LLC, where Akabuchi Companies Limited is proposing the construction of 37 townhomes and a 2,378 square foot commercial building on the 3.5 acre site of the former Aston Township Municipal Complex at 5021 Pennell Road. The next one is Christian Care of Pennsylvania. The applicant is proposing the construction of a 2-story micro-hospital, sometimes called a neighborhood hospital, at 7 Turner Industrial Way. The current building will be demolished and a new 2-story building will be constructed. The site is immediately across from Dutt Mill Road from the Iceworks Skating Complex. The meeting will be held at the Township Administrative Offices at 2 New Road, Aston, PA 19014, starting at 7 p.m. The New Road Bridge is now open to access the Township parking lot. The meeting is open to the public and the Township residents are invited to attend and make comment. Next thing is just an information thing. This passed earlier in the year. The Board of Commissioners at their monthly legislative meeting on March 20, 2024, approved the preliminary final land development application of 4513 Pennell Road, Associates Limited, to build a new Chase Bank at the intersection of Pennell Road and Dutt Mill Road, which is 4513 Pennell Road address. Before construction can begin, the applicant will demolish the office building that is currently on the site. Demolition is expected to start very soon. The township is looking forward to Chase Bank being a member of the Aston business community, offering a wide range of services to both the business community and our residents. As of August 2024, Chase Bank's total assets were $3.38 trillion, making it the largest bank in the United States by asset size. Chase Bank is the consumer banking arm of J.P. Morgan Chase, with a global financial services firm with total asset size of $3.5 trillion. And one last thing here, there's going to be a zoning hearing board meeting on September 24th. It'll be at the township offices, and it's going to be for Valley View Shopping Center, where there's an application for an adult daycare center. Just some information for those who may want to go. They're going to service individuals 18 to 100 years old. They are associated with United Medical. They'll have a doctor on site all the time, and they mean to give outpatient activity and a place for people to socialize, especially seniors. And they're going to offer good food, medical assistance, and physical and occupational therapy to their people that attend. So it's on the 24th. It's a zoning hearing board meeting. The public is invited to go to that too, and that's 7 p.m. And that's all I have in the way of announcements. So item 7, approval of the treasurer's report.
I
Make a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Also, approval of the bills and payroll report.
I make a motion to approve the bills and payroll report.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments, questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Next item is open to the public, agenda items only, 1/2 hour or 3 minutes to speak. Anybody interested on agenda items? Seeing none, we'll move forward to old business. Item A, consider an ordinance to update the requirements of the current Aston Township Stormwater Management Report. Commissioner Burke.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. Aston Township ordinance number 1039, an ordinance of the Township of Aston, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, rescinding and replacing chapter 1043 of the codified ordinances of Aston Township. The Board of Commissioners of the Township of Aston, Delaware County, Pennsylvania does ordain that the existing chapter 1043 of the codified ordinances of Aston Township is hereby repealed, and a new chapter 1043 shall be and is hereby inserted into the codified ordinances this 18th day of September 2024, in a form of a motion. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. New business item number 11. Consider a motion approving the 2025 non-uniform employee minimum municipal obligation in the amount of $159,391. Commissioner Dockery.
I make a motion to approve the 2025 non-uniform employee minimum municipal obligation in the amount of $159,395 in the form of a motion.
Second.
Any comments or questions? We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item B, consider a motion approving the 2025 uniform employee minimum municipal obligation in the amount of $1,589,209. Commissioner Dockery.
I make a motion to approve the 2025 uniform employee minimum municipal obligation in the amount of $1,589,209 in the form of a motion.
We have a motion and a second. I just want to comment that this one and the one prior to it has to do with the employee pension fund, in this case, the uniform members. We have a motion and a second. Any other comments, questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item C, consider a motion to approve the 1-year exclusive agency agreement extension with Leard and Axel Bund LLC, doing business as Colliers until May 31, 2025. Commissioner McGinn.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. I make a motion to approve the 1-year exclusive agency agreement extension with Leonard and Axelbund LLC, DBA Colliers, until May 31st, 2025.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item D, consider a resolution to add an additional stop sign at the intersection of Weather Vane and Lamppost Lane. Commissioner Prendergast.
I consider a resolution to add an additional stop sign at the intersection of Weather Vane and Lamppost Lanes. I'm going to read the attached resolution in the form of a motion, and the resolution to install stop sign at Weather Vane and Lamppost Lane. Whereas the Aston Township Board of Commissioners has received the recommendation of the Aston Township Police Chief and the Township Engineer to install a stop sign there on Weather Vane Road in its westerly intersection with Lamppost Lane. And whereas the Aston Township Board of Commissioners believe the installation of the stop sign at this location is in the best interest of health, safety, and welfare of the residents of Aston Township. Now therefore be resolved, the 18th day of September 2024, the Aston Township Board of Commissioners supports the decision of the Chief of Police, the Township Engineer, in the installation of an additional stop sign at Weather Vane and Lamppost Lanes. Michael J. Higgins, President, Board of Commissioners, Elliott Pittman, Township Secretary. In the form of a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item F. No, item A. Okay. Consider a motion to approve the stipulation to settle for the tax assessment appeal between Aston Township, Penduckle School Board, and Delaware County for a property situated at 300 Turner Industrial Way, Aston, PA 19014, Commissioner Tinsley.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. I make a motion to approve the stipulation to settle for the tax assessment appeal between Aston Township and Douglas School Board in Delaware County for the property situated at 300 Turner Industrial Way, Aston, PA 19014, in the form of a motion.
Motion and a second. Any comments or questions?
Commissioner Higgins, just to give it a little bit more details, Mr. Mann was able to give me some information for 300 Turner. The county assessed it at $3,606,410. There was a stipulation to set the assessment as follows: as 2022, $5,000, 2023, $4,368,000, and 2024 is $4,195. I'm sorry, I misspoke. $4,195,408. This was an increase in revenue for Aston of $15,447.07 in 2024, $15,519.50 for 2023, and $16,680 for 2022. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Manning, for getting that for me. I just want to give some more information as far as for that settlement.
Thank you.
We want Bill to have time to figure out how to spend an extra $45,000.
Are you going to add anything, or?
No, that's all I have. Just that's not,
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and we've had comments. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item F. Consider a motion to approve the reimbursement request to Great Day Improvements of Macedonia, Ohio, in the amount of $114 for a permit fee paid by a senior citizen. Commissioner Berry.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. I make a motion to approve the reimbursement request to Great Day Improvements of Macedonia, Ohio, in the amount of $114 in the form of a motion.
Second.
Any comments or questions on the motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item G. Consider a motion to approve the reimbursement request of Nicholas D. Gregory of Aston, PA, in the amount of $237 for a permit fee paid by a senior citizen. Commissioner Barry.
I make a motion to approve the reimbursement to Nicholas D. Gregory of Aston, PA, in the amount of $237, and that's in the form of a motion. Second.
We have a motion to second. Any comments, questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Number H, item H. Consider a motion to approve the reimbursement request of Shield Company Marketing LLC of Gibraltar, Arizona. Is that Arizona on their cover? Okay. In the amount of $2,100 for peddler's permits. The company canceled and decided not to solicit in Aston Township. I'm sorry, Mr. Dockman.
I make a motion to approve the reimbursement request to the Shield Company Marketing LLC of Gilbert, Arizona, in the amount of $2,100 in the form of motion.
We have motion second. Any comments, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. And item I. Consider a motion to approve the reimbursement request of Kim Fink of Media, PA, in the amount of $3,004.50 for a project that has been placed on hold. Mr. Doherty.
I make a motion to approve the reimbursement request to Kim Fink of Media, PA, in the amount of $3,004.50 in the form of motion.
With the motion in a second. Any comments, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item J. Consider a motion to approve the refund to John Lynn Partnership of Aston, in the amount of $1,499.91 for the decrease in their tax assessment. Mr. Doherty.
Motion to approve the refund to Joblin Partnerships of Aston, PA in the amount of $1,499.91 in the form of motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. And last but not least, item 12, escrow releases. Commissioner McGinn.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. We have 4 escrow releases this evening. I'll go through them one by one. First one is Resolution 2024-99. I make a motion to release to Tim Barnes, 38 New Road, folio number 1697-00, subaccount number 7766426679. Motion is to release the sum of $905.50 to Tim Barnes at that address from the escrow fund.
We have a motion and a second. Okay. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it.
Thanks. The second one is Resolution 2024-100. I make a motion to release $428 to Timothy and Rosemary Barnes, 38 New Road, for the review plan, which was folio number 1697-00, subaccount number 7765359227. Can I meet this motion?
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it.
I make a motion to release $4,497.50 for engineering fees to be paid to Pannoni Associates for the month of September 2024.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it.
The last one, I make a motion for the release of $2,349.50 for engineering fees to be paid to Cerulean Associates for the month of September 2024.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Thank you, Commissioner.
Yep.
Item number 13, this is comments, public comments, open to the public, any comment. 1/2 hour, 3 minutes per item. Any people would like to come up to speak? Sir.
Hello, my name's Bob Clemens, 812 Land Oaks Lane in Aston, Pennsylvania. And I guess I'll direct this question to the presiding officer, I assume that would be you, Mr. Higgins.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to see if there's any possibility that the board or yourself or anyone has an update on the ongoing issues I bring up monthly regarding the PICO project that's been going on.
Thank you. Asset manager will answer that question.
Sure. We've been in touch with PICO and they continue to make progress. For the most part, we have not received any complaints from anyone lately. So unless you have some issues that you still have outstanding, I'm not aware of that right at this moment.
Okay?
You have a meeting with Leanne pretty soon, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope to anyway. I'm in the process of
Gotcha.
looking to go that route. So, well, I got several questions, and one just had some dialogue recently, okay, in that I still profess that what was committed to get done in that communication, they went out to the residents a year ago almost, has not been completed. Had subsequent conversations with members of the board, Fred. Again, I want to continue to thank Fred and Bill as they continue to try to help. However, we still continue to get, in my opinion, stonewalled on what they will do or not do. In particular, concerns have been raised since the very beginning about the issues with digging in people's front yards, their driveways, okay, not doing it in the road, etc. Spillage on the streets. Commitments were made by PICO that these items would be restored. I profess they have not been restored. Commitments were made and acknowledgement by PICO that the spills were attempted to be washed out, but they were not able to get it out, and they committed that they would seal it. we're almost a year now, and it's almost winter away, so it's becoming a new issue. I had more concerns, and recently I think that retaliation has begun to occur, where another job was being completed by Comcast on the opposite side of the road of where I live. They were digging a new cable. Same spot Chico said they couldn't do, all right? That's not the issue. So the normal course of action is, you guys know, PA1 call gets notified, they come out and they mark, utilities got to mark all the streets. The grate in between my and my neighbor's property was totally done in red, okay? As well as pretty significant markings on both sides of the street that may or may not be their protocol. Obviously, I continue to work and contacted both Bill and Fred. Originally, it was thought that might be kids. It obviously wasn't kids because they had their Pico flags for electricity and gas. Bill thought it might be vandalism. And I do got copies and pictures if you want to see this. I inquired as to whether I should contact the police because I know it wasn't vandalism. Ultimately, Pico acknowledged it was them, okay, and they replaced the grate. The other part to that same saga was then I guess they tried to justify they would do that, in that they say that underground transformer is still under that grate, which is a fabrication, because that transformer has been removed. Okay, so am I overly worried about retaliation? I don't want to deal with it. They're going to start to retaliate. Okay, I also continue to express my concerns to Fred. Fred. Again, I thank you. My issues are not with Fred or Bill. My issues are that Pico doesn't do what they say they're going to do, despite what they commit to the township to do. I was under the impression and anticipating I would be told that the township would do no further follow-up, and that I should resort to going to the PUC.
That wasn't the township, that was Pico.
Well, that was Pico. And if that was the case, that I was going to be notified of that, and Fred, you were kind enough to tell me that. My question would be to this board, since I've been coming here now for the last 10, 11 months with these issues, okay, is the board okay with that Pico will not fulfill their obligations?
All I know is what they told me. Pico said he would not do anything else. And that's the reason I'm sure you can only in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I told you, what have you got to do? I talked to her secretary. She told me that, how do I put it? You guys are going to have a meeting. Okay, you're going to get the meeting. She has to do that, what she told me. And they've already talked. I think they talked to Michelle.
Yes.
They talked to Michelle. They talked to me. They talked to Bill. Did they talk to you yet or no?
No.
No. Okay. Well, when you called up to her office, did they talk to you?
Yes.
I mean, as far as what they had heard or anything?
I have spoken to her legislative assistant,
Yeah.
whichever, and I have provided them with information which, depending upon how the board's going to react, I may or not provide you as well. It's my hope, it was my understanding, if you look at the video from last meeting in July, when I asked if Pico doesn't resolve this, what would the next steps be? As Mr. Martin or Macon said, that you would determine whether you were going to look at other legislative assistants, to get resolution, take a look at it. Does the work meet the expectations of Aston, et cetera, or attorneys involved, et cetera? My guess is that, I'll question, does Aston intend to continue to follow through on the items that aren't done, or am I left to go at this on my own?
Bill, could you address that? I have another question, but go ahead.
So let me just state a couple of things. So it was told to me that it was vandalism. I did not say that it was vandalism. It was told to me by the Pico rep that it possibly could be vandalism. Then she did some additional research and found out that it actually was an employee who spray painted like it was a third-rate art project on the grate. And I immediately got the grate replaced in one day.
Yes, he did.
So
on Monday.
Yes.
So we are continuing to make progress. Pico told me that in terms of the grass and seeding issue, that they had done it twice, and that they had put letters in people's mailbox asking them to water because the seed would not grow in the heat of the summer without it being watered. So I am not aware, and you probably have the most recent pictures, which I don't have, of whether or not the seed took or did not seed. So the township is still supporting you, Bob. I did meet with the state rep and her staff, administrative assistant, and gave her the information that we've been working on. And we also been working with PICO to try and get these issues resolved. And we will continue to work with PICO till the issues are resolved, whether it be just us, whether it be with the state rep, or whether it be the state senator, or anybody else that you think to confer with. So we are definitely committed to following up on all the issues that you have.
And the other concern, I got a couple more to share with you, and then I'll sort of streamline this moving forward, is that not only is it the streets I've been talking about for the last 10 months, Pico's also got activity going on in other spots in town.
It's not Pico. I'm sorry, it's Pico, it's not Pico. It's Reading.
Right, but so
They're not going to end October.
those areas are the same situation
I know.
this group was 10 months ago, with towels at their poles covered with plywood, etc. And then even more concerning, this is a question I have, who approves the postings of items that are on the township website?
What are you referring to?
Today, if you go on the Aston Township website, there is a copy of Pico's letter to the residents in Aston. That's the same letter that we got after we didn't get it at first.
Yeah.
That are saying that the work is getting ready to begin and it'll be done. And it's got the same lack of transparency about the same issues. It's almost verbatim the same letter that was supplied to us back in November of last year, October of last year.
I put this stuff up on the website, and that is what was given to us from PICO to communicate to the residents that work was gonna be done. So that is their communications, that's something that they should be mailing out to the residents as well, but it was given to us. So if they didn't mail it out, at least we had it delivered what they may or may not have delivered.
So my concern is that letter, which I relentlessly shared with the board, that A, it doesn't tell you what's going to happen. My question would be, am I able to draft a document that you could put there that says, hey, in response to Pico's letter that's on Aston's website, here's what's really going to happen. They'll be digging in your front yards, they'll be digging in your driveways, they're going to be putting tag mount boxes up, but they're going to be doing that in addition to the grates that are there. They're going to tell you the transformers are going to be checked out, but they're not, they're going to remove them all anyway. I mean, I got a concern that as Aston Township is endorsing that communication that's on here, when it in fact is weak.
So in the meetings with PICO, have they discussed a drilling down of the different things, or a pecking order of the different things, or a list of separate things? I don't, if we're made aware of it, that's fine. I don't know if every resident needs to know every step and sub-step. And you're a former PICO employee, you probably know more
I'm
about
not.
that.
I never was it.
Your body.
Okay, I misunderstood shit. Okay.
So I suspect that they have regulatory notice requirements. And I suspect that they have regulatory notice requirements. And in those regulations, and I am saying this without having fully researched this, so I'll give you that caveat. But in those regulations, there's a base amount of information that they have to provide. And I would suggest that putting what they give out on the township website is better than putting nothing on the township website and not notifying residents of anything in the neighborhood. I think if there's a concern where they met those regulatory requirements, that's something that could be reviewed. But I think, first of all, the township doesn't host a next door forum or something like that. So we don't do back and forths, But I do think that it's important that we give whatever notice PICO provides us so that people know that they're coming into the neighborhood. What happens next is what happens next, I guess.
I would beg to disagree that it's okay to put up a communication which is not factual, okay, based upon what you've experienced now for the last 10, 11 months.
Which I guess, look, it's public comment, not public debate, so I don't want to take up your time too much, but I think that it's important that the residents know they're coming. If that's the vehicle we have to let them know they're coming. I mean, maybe you don't want to put the letter up, maybe you just want to say Pico's going to be in this neighborhood, I guess.
I think it's just pieces of what they put, it's not the whole letter.
I got you.
So,
And they'll call me before they do it
Because I typed it instead of typing a letter.
And me and Bill have been down, I think I told you this, how many times have we been down there? From Pico, Lehigh, Reading?
Multiple times.
Yeah.
But I will say this to the board, just so you know, and Joe can back me up on this. We have been down more proactive because of Bob's.
Oh, yeah, I've said that.
So we met with another public agency that's gonna be doing some work, Chesapeake Authority or whatever. And we're trying to meet with the neighbors and with the residents and try and give them some updated information as to the timing of things and holding the contractors like Pico and Chesapeake Water and others accountable for what they're gonna be doing in our neighborhoods. So, about the contractability or the development that we went and met with the contractor 2 weeks ago. So we have learned our lesson on that, and we are making great progress on trying to keep that. So we'll do the same thing.
I'd like to know
you
what's
need a
in
copy of what's up there. I got a copy for you now. I got a copy of the original letter, and you can literally look at it, and it's essentially the same thing. So, if you want a copy, we want to have
You
it.
have it?
We have it.
Okay.
Thank you.
I would also, and I will share this with you, I got enough for all you guys. Here is a copy, okay, of all the
I'll take
pictures.
them, I won't take them all and I'll do now. Thank you.
This is, I understand where you're coming from. This is not a working meeting now.
Thank you very much.
So,
I'm just sharing with you, and then I'll stop.
I have a question. What do you mean by, when you say with them getting back at us, not the word you use?
Retaliation.
What do you mean by that? I don't know.
Retaliation?
Retaliation? What do you mean by
What are they
that?
doing?
What, exactly what do you mean by retaliation? I just don't know what you mean.
For them to
I know what
come,
it means, but I don't know what you mean.
for them to come and disgrace what they did. Did you see a picture of the break that they did? Would you like to see a picture
You
of
gave
it?
us pictures before.
Of their painting? No, yeah.
I don't think that was retaliation. I think that employee was,
Was a nut.
Well, this is stuff that Bill handles, you know.
yeah, that employee was disciplined for their actions on that. And again, it was just a scribbling of paint,
Yeah.
spray can.
That's all.
It looked like.
They look like kids.
Yeah, it looked like kids, and so when Pico first saw it, they assumed that it could have been vandalism, and that's what he said. So,
If you want to share it so you can see what it is. I got more of them.
thank you.
But
I got the email.
it's a people, it's like people.
But I don't think that's retaliation, Bob. Very much.
It's not your property that they're going on and spray painting.
But that's why we got it fixed in one day. As soon as you made it known to me, I was on the horn with Pico, and we got the grate replaced in one day, which is almost unheard of, as you know.
But I personally think we've done above and beyond none of this.
And we will
And we
continue,
talked
we will
before.
continue
Bob,
to
that
support
is-
this.
Aye.
We will continue to support.
Well, no, I agree with that, but I don't really see anything's gonna be done. They started at Blackthorn, okay? They came on, your street was the last street to get worked on. Yes.
Mine was the first one, though.
No, the first one done was the last one to get the repairs done, okay?
I
With that,
sent you a deck with, there's like 30-some pages with 2 and 3 slides on each one. Property after property after property that has been left in Pico's wake, where they did not resolve the landscaping issues that.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't see it. I'm gonna be honest, you would be honest, I'll be honest. I was just down there today. I don't see any I'm being honest with you, I don't see any
Well, this
problem.
is getting into a working meeting here, and it should, it's not a purpose. If you would like to meet with the powers that be, with Fred, because it's his word, and with Bill and Kelly, and if necessary, bring somebody from Pico, that's fine, but we're not gonna resolve that here in this meeting. I'm not trying to cut it short. We'll do what we need to do, but doing it here at this meeting is not the way the place is out.
Understood. Well, that's my only avenue for the most part, so.
We'd be fine having you come over and meet.
He's got a setup, Mike, with the Amber, he said would be. The Amber will they can explain to me, if she thinks you're right, she'll get in touch with the PUC, push her weed around. That's probably your best, this is my purpose, I think it's your best avenue. Because they've already told me, and I told Jim, they're not doing anything else over there. They said they're done, they've done everything. I don't know how else to explain it. Everything I see is done, okay? And you haven't been there all the time, we've been over there, believe me.
Well, I did hear you take a look at the deck I just gave you with all the pictures.
Oh, yeah, we know. Is that your deck?
So, and that's my deck, I just handed it out, it's got a little kind of stop right there.
Your deck's in the back, correct?
No, it's like a PowerPoint slide deck.
Yeah, let me see that.
And like I said, it's the big, thick one,
I'll look at it.
it's got the little clips on the back, so. And it's got the addresses that are there, and I can tell you, I spoke with many of the neighbors, all right, and they say the same thing.
You're the only one that's called me one. Nobody else has called me one, except for they were on Anvil and Jack left. They're all done, because I went over and everybody over there's happy. So that's what I say, your street, you're, not picking on you or anything. It's just a thing that, you're the one who wants to, complain, which I don't blame you, you're wrong. But I think, my personal opinion, speakers are above and beyond. Okay? I went by your house today after we got pictures of your yard, and I didn't see anything that was out of line. Maybe you can show it to me. Something, I don't know. The grade, I know the grade was done, you're right. But the driveways, the street was flat, the holes were fixed.
Bill, why don't you contact Mr. Clemens, subdivision?
Sure.
Okay, and then you get the right people there.
Sure.
Maybe they need to hear from the residents.
Right.
Thank you, and I appreciate the ongoing, efforts, but they don't resolve, so.
Again, that's your opinion, I don't agree with that. I've seen these yards.
Thank you.
Million times. Bye, Bob.
Thank you. Does anyone else wish to come up and speak? Anybody else? Seeing none, we'll move on to other business. Commissioner Kinsey.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. First, I just wanted, I know, obviously we left, but Officer Jones, or now Sergeant Jones, as a friend and as me, it's a great accomplishment for him. So I'm proud for him and his family. Also, it was an honor to be at the Aston Community Center parade. I thought it was a really, really good day from a weather perspective and all the different tables. And from a Penn Delco perspective, school's back in session. Back to schools were last week as well as this week. And as you may or may not have even noticed, there's a lot of fall sports events that are happening. I believe before the next township meeting, there'll be the homecoming parade and the homecoming games. And that's it.
Commissioner Berry?
Yes, I also like to congratulate Mike Jones on his promotion to sergeant.
You finally made it.
Sergeant Higgins. And I'd like to thank our public works for the great job they did at Conference Square fencing at the basketball court, and that's it.
I had more or less the same thing. You were doing Mike Higgins and Miguel Higgins.
I was only a corporal in the
And I want to thank Public Works for all they do every day. They do a fantastic job. That's all I got.
Okay, I have a few things. First, like everyone else, I want to congratulate Sergeant Jones. Then I want to thank the organizers of the community today. It was a great day. It was beautiful weather. It was another home run. Then I want to thank our public works crew, several of our police officers, and Mr. DeFeo for helping to clean up a mess on Common Road last weekend. Then I want to invite everyone for a ribbon cutting for the open space. So next Friday, September 27th at 11 o'clock at the intersection of Red Hill Road and Common Road. I hope to see you there. And that's it.
Kelly, I saw the pictures in the email. Did we put anything on Facebook showing the garden and everything?
I didn't put all that out there because it wasn't done when I wrote the article.
Okay. Commissioner McGinn?
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Higgins. I'll be brief tonight. Again, congratulations to our newest sergeant in Aston Township. Great career, and I look forward to him continuing the service in this new higher rank. Also, just in terms of second ward news, just a plug for the Rockdale Arts District Association. We're having a public meeting actually tomorrow night, Thursday, September 19th, from 6:30 to 8:30 at the studios there at 3100 Mount Road. That's it.
Ms. Pittman?
I'll just echo everybody else with congratulations to Sergeant Michael Jones.
Okay. Mr. DeFeo?
Yes.
Professionals, Mr. Lucido?
Nothing, thank you.
Nothing from the solicitor?
Absolutely good. Yeah, I just want to thank Mary Ann for the time that I do a community day. They did a fantastic job. Thank you.
Thank you, Fred. I wish thank Mary Ann for not going out on that.
Just pay me $10.
completely finished.
I just want to congratulate Michael Jones and his promotion. And I don't know if you noticed it, but the people standing next to one of the other officers, he's got gold buttons on his shirt. So that's good. So he's been around a long time. He's certainly earned it. And as you probably know, he's the man that takes care of the canine. So.
Also Rex.
Rex, yeah, that's the second. And number 3, he only go in Hall of Fame, I think. So, okay, so we don't have anything else on the agenda here tonight. We need a call for at the end of the meeting. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, meeting's adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight.
Thank you.